Hello YouTube world, my name is Chelsea Rivera and I'm here to talk to you about the benefits of CBD oil for dogs and cats. But first, I'm going to need a little help from my very articulate, very well-spoken assistant, Baby Rose! Also known as Yvonne Von Truffle Pants, Megan Barkle, Le Maman, Mama Cat, Punchkin, Poochkin, and the very elegant, very Parisian Baby Rose. No, but for real, this is my dog. She is a 12-year-old Maltipoo with a laundry list of problems. I don't know about you guys, but this dog is always trying to die. She's like, oh, there's a dark chocolate Snickers bar. Let's try to eat that and see what happens. Oh, there's some really narrow, long stairs. Let me try to run down them at a crazy speed and then tumble down. Oh, that's 2-week-old ground beef, you say, in the trash? Yeah, let me dig into that and just see what happens. But as fickle and crazy and expensive this dog has been, she is my life. I've had her all 12 years. I throw her birthday party every year. Yeah, I'm that dog mom. So back to CBD. I know Baby Rose has definitely benefited from CBD oil, so I did a deeper dive and it turns out CBD offers hella benefits. Like, it's crazy. I honestly don't know how this is bigger news. What do you think? So CBD oil, what is it? Chances are it's not what you think it is. Unless, of course, you've heard of it and you've done your research. In that case, it's exactly what you think it is. But for all the rest of you dummies, let's go back to the origins. Cannabis. Did she just say cannabis? Excuse me while I clutch my non-existent pearls. Look, cannabis just refers to a family of plants. And like all families, cannabis also has its black sheep, marijuana. But we're not gonna talk about that today. Instead, we're gonna talk about marijuana's annoyingly perfect straight-A student cousin, hemp. So marijuana and hemp are both a part of the cannabis family. However, the big difference is THC content. So within the cannabis plant, there are over 100 cannabinoids. Two of the most famous ones are THC and CBD. THC stands for tetrahydrocannabinol, try to say that 5 times fast, and CBD stands for cannabidiol. Now, THC is infamous for the psychoactive effect it gives you whenever you smoke marijuana.
Smoke weed every day.
And the marijuana plant has a ton of THC in it. It also has a little bit of CBD. On the other hand, the hemp plant has very small amounts of THC, no more than 0.3%, but a ton of CBD. So whenever we talk about CBD oil for pets or CBD pet treats, we are talking about CBD that was derived from the hemp plant. So very important to note, it will not get your dog high. Scout's honor. Okay, so we've derived the CBD from the hemp plant through a process known as CO2 extraction. We'll talk about that in another video. It is just like, we can't go there right now. It's just too much. So you have your CBD oil for pets or your CBD dog treats or cat treats even. Now, as I mentioned before, there are a ton of benefits that come from CBD. Some of them you've heard of, some of them you haven't heard of. I live in the world of CBD. I take CBD, Baby Rose takes CBD, and when I was doing research for this video, some of these I was still like, oh wow, that's wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Look at this.
So anyways, number 1 on the list, inflammation. CBD attacks inflammation. So if your dog is having problems with their joints or mobility or just general aging, CBD is a great option for them. Fun fact, itis, as in arthritis or colitis, is Latin for inflammation. So interestingly enough, a lot of these conditions that your dog or even yourself may be dealing with are rooted in inflammation. Number 2, CBD helps leaky gut and inflammatory bowel disease. So in case you don't know what leaky gut syndrome is, it refers to a condition in both humans and animals where the lining of your intestine becomes permeable, meaning things can go in and out of the lining. That is not good because what's in your intestines? Toxins, undigested food, a whole bunch of other icky stuff that was probably really good going down, but once it's in the system, we don't want to see that. And we especially don't want it going into our bloodstream, and that's exactly what it does. So when these toxins and undigested food and whatever's in your intestine, permeates the lining and goes into your bloodstream, that can cause a slew of problems. Autoimmune disease, allergic reactions, infections, and even infection. So CBD can help with leaky gut syndrome, which is a huge factor in IBD, inflammatory bowel disease, not to mention other autoimmune diseases as well. And that is our number 3. That is right, CBD actually can reduce autoimmune disease. Inflammatory bowel disease can refer to Crohn's disease or colitis, which is the inflammation of the colon. Other autoimmune diseases also include lupus and Addison's disease, plus a ton of others. If you want to know, look it up. Google will do you right. So how does CBD reduce autoimmune disease? For one, CBD can decrease the production of inflammatory cytokines. What are cytokines? Basically, they're molecules that promote inflammation and can cause hypersensitivity. Not to mention, CBD can also suppress Th17 cells, which are another huge factor in autoimmune disease. Next on the list is anxiety. As a millennial, I have crazy amounts of anxiety. Will I ever own a house? Will I ever be able to retire? Is all that microwavable food I ate when I was a kid gonna kill me? Will I see World War III in my lifetime? So as a millennial with anxiety, it's very fitting that I also have a dog with hella anxiety. This little girl has all the anxiety in the world. And if it doesn't look like she has anxiety right now, it's because I've given her a plethora, that's right, a plethora of CBD. Also, she really likes it when I sing to her. So if your dog deals with separation anxiety or general phobias, then CBD is a great option. How to know if your dog has separation anxiety? Basically, if you are going out with friends or leaving your home to go to work and your dog is having accidents, excessively barking, excessively licking themselves, or participating in destructive behavior, your dog may have separation anxiety. Some common phobias include airports, crowds, flying, or if your baby Rose just generally existing in the world. Also wonderful for rescue dogs who are having trouble acclimating to their new environment. If this sounds like your dog, then your dog may benefit from CBD. Next on the list, the big C, cancer. Yes, evidence actually shows that CBD has an anti-tumor effect. Don't believe me? That's fine. Why don't you go ahead and just pay a visit to cancer.gov, G-O-V. That's right, the government. Pretty cool if you ask me. CBD can also help with nausea. So if your dog is dealing with digestive distress and maybe has some nausea, CBD is perfect for that. In fact, CBD is commonly used in conjunction with Western meds. For instance, a lot of people who go through chemo also use CBD as a supplement because it helps with the symptoms of chemo, which are oftentimes really hard on the body and can cause nausea and a slew of other really terrible things. Go CBD. Now this is one I've seen with my own eyes and I'm very passionate about. It's estimated that up to 5% of dogs experience seizures and epilepsy, but CBD can really help. It can either reduce the amount of seizures your dog has or squash it altogether. In fact, studies show that CBD can be effective even with drug-resistant epilepsy. What does that mean? It means you have epilepsy, you take meds for it, and it doesn't do anything for you. More specifically, this study gave 8 patients with drug-resistant epilepsy CBD. Just guess. Guess how many? 7. 7 out of 8 of these patients saw a reduction in their drug-resistant epilepsy. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Next on the list is cognitive function. Now, CBD is amazing for any dog at any stage, whether they're a puppy or middle-aged or a senior dog like Miss Baby Rose. And CBD is especially great for seniors because of cognitive function. So what does that mean? Basically, CBD protects the brain from cell death by attacking toxins and free radicals. How you like them apples? CBD can also help protect the nervous system. For instance, CBD can help with spinal issues such as degenerative myelopathy, which is a progressive disease of the spinal cord that usually occurs in older dogs. And for all you slackers who slept through biology, the spinal cord is actually a part of the nervous system. Lastly, CBD can help with heart health. Studies show that CBD can help support damaged blood vessels, help with irregular heartbeat, increase blood flow to the heart by dilating the arteries, and like we talked about before, it can reduce the heart rate and blood pressure of your dog or cat during stressful situations. Oh my god, that was a lot. I think I need some water. Now, I do feel like this video would be incomplete if I did not mention the side effects of CBD. For instance, side effects include Isn't CBD amazing? We love CBD, yes we do, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Hey, where are you going? My dog loves me, I promise. So there you have it, folks. The benefits of CBD oil in a nutshell. So I know I mentioned that I would talk specifically about my personal experience with CBD and Baby Rose. So Baby Rose is a perfect candidate for CBD, and she has been a loyal CBD fan. What are you doing? What are you doing? Look, she's a lady of luxury. She needs to be comfortable. As I was saying, Baby Rose is a perfect candidate for CBD because she has a lot of issues. I mean, she's been around for 12 years and things happen, right? So I'm gonna try to go in chronological order for this. Baby Rose is 12 years old, and probably around 5, she started having seizures, which was really heartbreaking. Now, admittedly, she didn't have a ton of them. She probably had 1 to 2 a month at the most. And so I brought her to the vet, and the vet was like, oh yeah, we can get her on medication that will reduce her seizures to 1 or 2 a month. Also, by the way, it's super expensive and there's weird side effects, and she's probably gonna be drowsy most of the time and not herself. Yeah, sounds cool, bro. So that is when I first found out about CBD, and that is when I first started giving Baby Rose CBD oil. I mean, it was amazing. She went from once again having seizures 1 to 2 a month to having no seizures. And me being a lazy pet parent, I have kind of fallen on and off over the years, right? She's 12 years old. In the last 7 years, you know, I've been really diligent about it, and I've also kind of like forgotten about it for a couple months here and there. So fast forward to 2017, just 2 years ago. 2017 was a really hard year for her. Baby Rose's seizures were still under control, but her age started catching up with her. Her joints, I could tell she wasn't moving as quickly. She had multiple surgeries, she was spayed, she had a benign tumor, and not to mention she developed a heart murmur and also was diagnosed with Addison's disease, which is an autoimmune disease. So once again, as I mentioned, I have been on and off the CBD oil train, you know, for basically all of her life. But 2017, I got on that train, and I have been on the train ever since. Since 2017, her Addison's disease has been in check. Her mobility is so much better. Her heart murmur apparently is non-existent now, and she still has no seizures. If you ask me, CBD is a win-win. In fact, what do I have here? It looks like I have some treats, but I don't have. Do you see a dog that I can give these treats to? Treats? Weird, huh? Oh, why hello, dog. Would you like a treat? Would you like an Honest Paws CBD treat? Oh, yes you would. Gets her every time. So if you're interested in trying out the #1 CBD pet product on the market, click the link in the description. Honest Paws is all natural, non-GMO, soy-free, and lab-tested. And most importantly, it's endorsed by Baby Rose. Oh yes, you love the tweets. The tweets are so good. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and if you like this video, like and subscribe. If you don't like this video, go ahead and still share it. You can be like, God, look at this girl, who does she think she is? Her dog's not cute. What is CBD oil anyways? No matter what, just share. Get the word out, because CBD oil is helping a lot of animals get back up on their feet, or get off of their feet. So if you're trying to make like Snoop D-O-double-G, then, I don't know, move to California. If you're trying to promote good health in your D-O single G, visit honestpaws.com.